Ever sat down to relax, only to struggle when standing up? You're not alone. Millions of older adults face this daily. But what if I told you the reason may not be what you think? And with a few simple changes, standing up can become effortless again. In this video, we'll uncover 3 common causes behind this frustrating problem and, more importantly, 5 easy fixes that can help you regain strength, mobility and confidence. Stick around, because the last tip surprises everyone and works almost instantly. James, a 68-year-old former carpenter, took pride in his independence. He'd spent decades building things with his own hands, moving with strength and confidence. But lately something had changed. Every time he sat down to read the paper or watch TV, getting back up felt like a challenge. At first he brushed it off. Maybe I just sat too long, he thought. But soon it became a pattern. He'd push himself up with his hands, feeling the strain in his knees and legs. Sometimes he even hesitated before standing, worried that his legs might not support him. It wasn't just a minor inconvenience, it was frustrating, even a little scary. James found himself avoiding certain chairs, opting only for ones with armrests or higher seats. He even caught himself turning down invitations to friends' homes, worried about the embarrassment of struggling to stand in front of others. He had always been self-sufficient, but now he felt like he was losing control over his own body. And James isn't alone. If you've ever felt the same way, you know how discouraging it can be. But here's the good news, this problem is fixable. You don't have to accept it as an inevitable part of aging. With a few simple changes, you can strengthen your legs, improve circulation, and make standing up effortless again. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video, so stick around because the next part will reveal the 3 most common causes of this struggle, and later we'll dive into 5 easy solutions that can help you regain strength and confidence. If standing up after sitting feels harder than it used to, you're not alone. But before we talk about the solutions, let's first understand why this happens. The truth is, this struggle often comes down to 3 common causes. And the good news? Once you know what's causing it, you can start fixing it today. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to stand up is loss of muscle strength, specifically in the legs. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process known as sarcopenia. In fact, after 60, people can lose up to 3% of their muscle strength every year if they don't actively work to maintain it. For James, our 68-year-old carpenter, this was a big factor. His once strong legs weren't as powerful as they used to be, making it harder to push himself up from a sitting position. And on top of that, joint stiffness, especially in the knees and hips, made movement feel restricted. When you sit for long periods, your muscles relax and your joints stiffen. Then, when you try to stand up, it feels like your legs aren't ready to work. This is why some people find themselves having to warm up before they can move comfortably. Cause number 2, poor circulation. Have you ever noticed that when you sit too long, your legs start to feel heavy, sluggish or even tingly? That's because sitting for extended periods reduces blood circulation to your lower body. Without good circulation, your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to function properly. James often sat for long stretches, especially in the evenings. He'd watch TV for an hour or 2, and when he tried to stand up, his legs felt weak and unsteady. He had to brace himself for a few seconds before moving. Poor circulation can also lead to swelling in the feet and ankles, making it even harder to move. This is especially common for those with conditions like diabetes, varicose veins, or high blood pressure. The solution? Moving more frequently, but we'll get to that in the next section. Cause number 3, incorrect sitting posture and chair height. Believe it or not, where and how you sit plays a huge role in how easy or difficult it is to stand up. If your chair is too low or too soft, It forces your knees and hips into a deeper bend, making it harder to generate the momentum needed to rise. This is why deep couches or recliners can be particularly challenging. James experienced this firsthand. His favorite chair was too cushy, and every time he sat in it, he found himself struggling to get out. He had to rock forward, push off the armrests, and sometimes even use both hands to lift himself up. Poor posture also makes a big difference. If you sit with your back slouched and feet too far forward, your body isn't in the right position to stand up smoothly. Instead, you end up straining your back, neck, and shoulders, making the movement feel even more difficult. So which of these do you think is your biggest challenge? Is it weak leg muscles, poor circulation, or sitting in a bad position? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's talk about some easy fixes. Fix number 1. Strengthen your leg muscles with simple exercises. If weak legs are making it harder to stand up, the best way to fix it is by building strength in your lower body. And the good news, you don't need a gym or fancy equipment, just a chair and a few minutes a day. Here are 2 simple but powerful exercises that can help. 1. Chair squats, the number 1 movement to make standing up easier. James used to struggle every time he tried to get out of his chair, but once he started doing chair squats, he noticed a huge difference in just a few weeks. Here's how to do them. Sit in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the ground, lean slightly forward, engage your leg muscles, and stand up without using your hands. Slowly lower yourself back down with control. Repeat 10 times every day. Why does this work? Because chair squats mimic the exact movement you use when getting up from a seat. They strengthen your quadriceps, hamstrings and glutes, the muscles that power your ability to rise effortlessly. At first you might need to push off slightly with your hands, and that's okay. But over time, try to rely more on your legs. The stronger your legs, the easier standing up will feel. 2. Toe raises. Boost leg endurance and circulation. Ever feel like your legs are too weak or sluggish to support you when you stand? Toe raises are a quick way to wake up those muscles and improve circulation. Here's how to do them. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, holding onto a sturdy surface for balance. Slowly rise up onto your toes, lifting your heels off the ground. Hold for a second, then lower back down. Repeat 10 to 15 times twice a day. This exercise strengthens your calves and stabilizing muscles, which are crucial for balance and endurance. Plus, it helps pump fresh blood flow into your legs, reducing that heavy, sluggish feeling after sitting for too long. Give these a try. Even if you do just these 2 exercises daily, you'll start to feel a difference in how easily you can stand up. Now, strengthening muscles is just one part of the solution. The next fix is something most people overlook, but it can instantly make standing up less of a struggle. Keep watching. Fix number 2, improve blood circulation with gentle movement. If your legs feel heavy, stiff or sluggish when you try to stand up, poor circulation might be to blame. Sitting for long periods slows down blood flow, which can make your legs feel weak and unsteady when you finally try to move. The good news? A few simple adjustments can keep your blood flowing and make standing up feel effortless again. Here's how to do it. 1. Move your feet every 30 minutes. James used to sit for hours at a time, whether watching TV or reading, without realizing how it affected his circulation. But once he started making a simple change, moving his feet every 30 minutes, he noticed his legs felt stronger and more energized when he stood up. Try this. While sitting, lift your heels, then your toes, and repeat this movement for 20 to 30 seconds. Roll your ankles in circles to loosen up stiffness. If possible, stand up and stretch your legs at least once every 30 minutes. Even small movements like these help pump blood through your legs, preventing that heavy, sluggish feeling. 2. Do seated marching to keep your legs active. If standing up is a struggle, you can start improving circulation without even leaving your chair. Seated marching is a great way to keep blood flowing and activate your leg muscles. Here's how. Sit tall in a chair with both feet flat on the floor. Lift one knee toward your chest, then lower it. Switch legs and keep alternating like you're marching in place. Do this for 30 seconds several times a day. This movement not only warms up your legs, but also helps strengthen the muscles that support standing up. 3. Elevate your feet to reduce swelling. If your legs feel tight or swollen after sitting, it can make standing up even harder. Elevating your feet for a few minutes can help reduce swelling and improve circulation. Try this. Prop your legs up on a footstool or pillows while sitting. If possible, lie down and rest your feet above heart level for a few minutes. Wiggle your toes and flex your feet to encourage blood flow. This small change can make a huge difference in how your legs feel when you stand up. Make movement a habit. Even if you're sitting for long periods, staying active in small ways can prevent circulation issues and make standing up much easier. Which of these tips do you think will help you the most? Let us know in the comments. Up next, fix number 3. This one is a game changer for making standing up effortless. Keep watching. Fix number 3. Adjust your chair height and posture. Sometimes the struggle to stand up isn't just about muscle strength or circulation. It's your chair that's working against you. If your seat is too low, too soft, or lacks support, standing up becomes a battle against gravity. But with a few simple adjustments, you can make rising effortless. First, use a firm, higher chair with armrests. James used to sink into his favorite soft recliner, but when it was time to get up, he felt stuck. His knees bent too much, his legs struggled to push, and he had to use his arms just to lift himself out. What made the difference? Switching to a firmer, slightly higher chair with armrests. Here's why it helps. A higher seat reduces the amount your knees bend, making it easier to push up. Firm cushions prevent you from sinking too deep, so you don't have to fight to get out. Armrests give you extra leverage, allowing you to use your upper body to assist your legs. If replacing your chair isn't an option, try this quick fix. Add a firm cushion or folded blanket to raise the seat height. Attach armrest pads or use a sturdy table nearby for extra support. Next, sit with proper posture before standing. Even with a good chair, how you sit can make standing up either easy or difficult. If you're slouched back with your hips lower than your knees, it takes twice the effort to rise. Here's how to set yourself up for success. Scoot to the front edge of the seat before standing. Keep your feet flat and hip-width apart. Lean slightly forward, bringing your nose over your toes. Push through your legs, not just your arms, to stand up smoothly. These small adjustments can instantly make standing up feel less of a struggle. Also, avoid chairs that make standing difficult. Not all chairs are created equal. If you struggle to stand up, avoid these common problem chairs. Soft, deep couches, they swallow you in, making it hard to push up. Low recliners, they keep your legs in a bent position, making it tough to rise. Rolling chairs, these can slide away, making standing risky. Instead, opt for chairs that provide firm support, proper height, and armrests to give you confidence and ease every time you stand up. Something as simple as choosing the right chair and adjusting your posture can make a huge difference in your ability to stand up without effort. Which of these adjustments do you think will help you the most? Tell us in the comments. Up next, fix number 4. This one is a simple daily habit that can strengthen your legs without even thinking about it. Keep watching. Fix number 4. Engage core muscles when standing up. If standing up feels like a struggle, your legs aren't the only muscles at play. Your core has a huge role too. Weak abdominal and lower back muscles can make it harder to rise smoothly, forcing you to rely only on your legs. But with a simple shift in movement, you can activate your core, making standing up easier and more controlled. First, try this quick core activation exercise to strengthen your core for standing. Try this easy seated move, seated core press. Sit tall in your chair with both feet on the floor. Press your hands firmly into your thighs. Tighten your stomach muscles and hold for 5 seconds. Release and repeat 5 to 10 times. Doing this regularly trains your core to stay engaged, making everyday movements smoother and more powerful. Don't forget your breathing. A common mistake? holding your breath when standing up. Instead, inhale as you prepare. Exhale as you push up. This naturally engages your core, making standing feel easier. Activating your core muscles before standing can be the difference between struggling and rising with ease. Give it a try and let us know. Did this tip make a difference for you? Drop a comment below. Coming up next, fix number 5. This simple habit can make standing up feel completely effortless over time. Don't miss it. Fix number 5. Stay hydrated and eat nutrient-rich foods for joint health. What if the real reason standing up feels harder isn't just about muscles or posture, but what you're putting into your body? Dehydration and poor nutrition can lead to stiff joints, weak muscles and sluggish energy, making movement more difficult than it needs to be. The good news? A few simple changes to your diet can help you stand up with ease and keep your joints feeling smooth and strong. First, hydration. The simple fix for stiff muscles and joints. James never thought much about drinking water until he noticed his legs feeling stiff and slow every time he stood up. What he didn't realize was that dehydration makes muscles and joints less flexible, leading to discomfort and stiffness. Here's why water matters. It lubricates joints, helps keep cartilage healthy, reducing stiffness. It prevents muscle cramps, as dehydration can cause tight, achy muscles that make standing harder. It boosts circulation, helping deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles, keeping them strong and active. Quick tip: keep a water bottle nearby and aim for 6 to 8 glasses a day. If plain water feels boring, try herbal tea or infused water with lemon or cucumber. Next, eat foods that support muscle and joint health. Certain nutrient-rich foods can make a huge difference in how your joints and muscles feel. Here's what to add to your plate. Healthy fats like avocados, nuts and olive oil reduce joint inflammation. Omega-3s from sources like salmon, flax seeds and walnuts keep joints flexible and pain-free. Vitamin C foods such as oranges, bell peppers and strawberries help produce collagen, which strengthens cartilage. Leafy greens like spinach, kale and broccoli are packed with magnesium and calcium to support muscle function. Potassium-rich foods like sweet potatoes and bananas prevent muscle cramps and weakness. What to avoid? Processed foods, too much sugar, and excessive salt can lead to inflammation, joint pain, and water retention, making it even harder to move freely. Try this simple morning routine for joint health. Start your day with this hydration and nutrition boost. Drink a glass of water before breakfast. Eat a protein-rich meal like eggs, yogurt, or nuts to fuel muscles. Add anti-inflammatory foods such as berries, turmeric, or green tea to support joints. These small habits can make a big impact on how easily you move throughout the day. Hydration plus nutrition equals easier movement. If standing up has been a challenge, the fix might be as simple as drinking more water and eating the right foods. Try it out and see if you notice a difference. What's your go-to meal for energy and joint health? Share in the comments below. James had always been an independent man, but over time, something changed. Every time he sat down, standing back up felt like a battle. His legs felt weak, his knees stiff, and sometimes he had to push off the chair with his hands just to get moving. At first he brushed it off, telling himself it was just part of aging, but deep down he worried. What if this got worse? What if one day he couldn't stand up at all? That's when he decided to make a change. The turning point: small fixes, big results. James started with just one small step: chair squats. At first he could barely do 5, but every day he pushed himself a little more. Then he added toe raises to strengthen his legs, made sure to move every 30 minutes to keep his circulation going, and even adjusted his chair height to make standing easier. He also started drinking more water and adding joint-friendly foods like salmon, nuts, and leafy greens to his diet. The transformation: confidence restored. Within just a few weeks, James noticed a difference. He could stand up without hesitation, no more struggling. His legs felt stronger, and the stiffness eased. Most importantly, he felt like himself again, capable, independent, and in control. It wasn't about doing something drastic. It was about making small, consistent changes that brought big results. Have you tried any of these fixes? Which one made the biggest difference for you? Share your experience in the comments. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps more people see this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips to stay strong, independent and healthy after 60.